Hi students, in previous class we discussed about water and photosynthesis, air and photosynthesis, light and photosynthesis, chlorophyll and photosynthesis, and some experiments, hydrilla experiment, light is essential for the photosynthesis, and presence of starch, next bell jar experiment, next the leaf transfer section, next chlorophyll, chloroplast diagram and the explanation of chloroplast. These are all we learned. Now today we are going to learn about the photosynthesis and its mechanism. Same chapter in nutrition we are going to learn photosynthesis and its mechanism. What is photosynthesis? How the plants are preparing their food by using this water, minerals, sunlight and chlorophyll. How they are preparing their food. Let us understand the topic. Okay, so let us come to the point. First one, what is photosynthesis? Already you know that the equation of photosynthesis. What is the equation of photosynthesis? 6CO2 plus H2O gives rise 6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. This is the equation of photosynthesis. What is the meaning of this photosynthesis equation? Means to form one molecule of glucose. To form one molecule of glucose, here 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 12 molecules of water is necessary. The subproducts are here. The product is glucose. What are the subproducts here? Water and oxygen. Okay. So here these are the reactants. Okay. The reactants are here carbon dioxide and water. Reactants are carbon dioxide and water, and here they are forming, both are forming here glucose, water molecules and oxygen. Oxygen is releasing into the atmosphere and the water molecules which are produced during photosynthesis are utilized by the plant. Okay, next, here what's going on here in this photosynthesis process? In this photosynthesis process, the simple inorganic molecules are here in presence of sunlight and chloroform. They are forming the complex organic molecules. Means here the conversion of the inorganic molecules, simple inorganic molecules are converting into the organic, complex organic molecules. Here the simple inorganic compound. Here these are the inorganic molecules, carbon dioxide and water are inorganic molecules, and the glucose is organic molecule. Organic molecule. These are the inorganic molecules. Here these both inorganic molecules are forming here one complex compound called glucose. Other than we can say starch also. Okay, here this is about the photosynthesis, and here we are going to learn now the mechanism. So what are the processes going on in this photosynthesis? During photosynthesis, what is going on? So let us understand the topic. Here, first of all, we can say that two steps are there. First one is light dependent reaction. Light dependent reaction, or we can say that photochemical phase. Light dependent reaction or photosynthesis phase. Here we can say the reaction is dependent upon light. In this phase reaction or photochemical phase. Second one is light independent reaction, or we can say dark reaction, or we can say biosynthetic phase. So here first one is light independent reaction. So in this reaction what's going on, we will see. First one we have to learn one thing, where this photosynthesis occur. Where this photosynthesis occur, you know that almost you are learning from first class, third class onwards. Plants are preparing their own food. So they prepare in leaves, that you have already learned. But here in leaves, what we have learned in previous class, chloroplast. In the chloroplast, what is there? Chlorophyll is there. So in leaves, more chloroplast cell organelles are present. More chloroplasts are present. These chloroplasts contain chlorophyll pigment. What they contain? They contain chlorophyll pigment. So here in this chlorophyll pigment, we already studied the chloroplast structure. In that, we studied the thylakoids and granum and stroma. The bundle-like structure is known as what? Granum or thylakoid, we can say. The bundle is called as granum. Each one is called as what? Thylakoid. So in the thylakoids of granum, the light-dependent reaction goes on. Where the light-dependent reaction goes on in the chlorophyll? Here in granum. So here in this granum, light-dependent reaction goes on. So here first of all we can say that the light-dependent reaction goes on in granum. Okay, grana. So here in this light-dependent reaction there are three steps. First step. In this first step, what is there? First of all, you know that all leaves are green in color. All leaves, almost all leaves exposure to sunlight. They exposure to sunlight. So they exposure to sunlight. No? So in this leaves, in this plant leaves, what is there? Chloroplast is there. In this chloroplast, chlorophyll is there. This chlorophyll absorb the sunlight in the form of photons. So the sunlight is absorbed by the chloroplast, grana or thylakoid. At that time, chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight as photons. Photons are the smallest units of light. Photons are smallest units of light. So it is called as that photons are absorbed by chlorophyll. Okay, here that means chlorophyll, when exposure to sunlight, the sunlight is captured in the form of photons. So when the chlorophyll is exposure to sunlight, at that time the sunlight is captured by chlorophyll in the form of photons. This is first step. Okay, next second step. What is the second step? Here already in first step what we learned? The sunlight is captured in the form of photon. Photon is energy form. So energy form. So in the second step, which is here absorbed by the chlorophyll, photon. This energy is utilized in the second step. This energy is utilized in the second step. In the second step, the captured energy, photon energy, is used to split the water molecule. So the water molecules are absorbed by the roots, no? So the water molecules are here split into two. What are the here ions? H plus and OH minus ions. So you know that one already have learned in physics say this reaction is Hill's reaction. The step 2. Step 2 here we can say this is photolysis or we can say Hill's reaction because of it is discovered by Robert Hill. What he discovered? He discovered that in the first step chlorophyll absorbs the photon energy. In the second step, this photon energy is utilized to split the water molecule into two. So that is called as what? Hill's reaction or photolysis. Okay, understood? So next one, third step. What is the third step here? In this third step, we can say here H plus ion and OH minus ions are formed. No, H plus ion and OH minus ions are formed. So these two ions next what they do next in the third step we can learn. OH minus ions are used to produce H2O and oxygen. So here when in the photolysis H plus ion and OH minus ions are formed. No, in that OH minus ions are utilized to form again H2O molecules. Next, they also form the oxygen. During photosynthesis, we know that the plants release oxygen. That oxygen only here formed by this OH minus ions. And water molecules are also formed with this OH minus ions. Okay, here the oxygen is released outside, released into environment, but the water molecules are utilized by the plant. Next, here H plus ions are there. No, OH minus ions form water molecules and oxygen. But what about the H plus ions? H plus ions are used to form the NADPH and ATP. What are the NADPH and what is the ATP? So let us see. So here ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. This is energy form. This is one of the energy form, important energy form in the plants and in the animals also. What is energy form in the animals and in the plants? That is nothing but ATP. And what is NADPH? NADP also one of the energy form. Okay, one of the energy form. We are using the energy to do work. We are utilizing energy to perform any action, to do any work. Okay, so that energy form is nothing but ATP. In the plants also same. Okay, next NADP. What is NADP? NADP. NADP means what? Nicotinamide. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Adenine dinucleotide phosphate. What is this? Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Here we can say nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Here this NADP absorbs the H plus ions and they form NADPH. NADP convert into NADPH. So we can say NADP convert into NADPH. H plus ions are utilized. Okay. NADP convert into NADPH by adding the here H plus. Okay. NADP convert into NADPH in third step. Okay. Now let us learn about the dark reaction or light independent reaction or biosynthetic phase. In light independent reaction, light is not necessary. If there is light also, if there is no light also, plants can do this dark reaction, or we can say light independent reaction or biosynthetic phase. Here we can say that the inorganic molecules are converting into organic molecules or bioorganic molecules, we can say. So that's why we can say biosynthetic reaction. So inorganic molecules are converting into bioorganic molecules. So that's why it is called as biosynthetic phase, or we can say dark reaction. Then light is not necessary. If there is light also, plants can do this dark reaction or light independent reaction, or if there is light also they can do. And the gap in between the two reactions, light dependent reaction and light independent reaction, the gap in between the two reactions is the 1,000 of a second. 1,000 of second. So this is the gap in between the two reactions. What are the two reactions? Light dependent reaction and light independent reaction. We can say photosynthetic phase and the biosynthetic phase. So in between the two reactions, the gap is 1,000 of 1 second. Okay, so now here does not require the sunlight for this reaction. So sometimes the reaction goes on in daytime, sometimes the reaction goes on at night also. Means there is no, if there is no light also, they can do the dark reaction or light independent reaction. Next, here they perform the reactions here. What are the reactions goes on here? So many reactions goes on, so many series of reactions goes on. But here in this 10th class, that all are not given in your textbook. As per your textbook, we have to learn. So here incomplete information is there here. What is given in the textbook, that we are going to learn now. So here in this, you know that in the third step of light dependent reaction, NADPH combined with H plus and form NADPH. No. So in that NADPH, hydrogen molecule is there. No. So that hydrogen is utilized to form the glucose with CO2. So here CO2 is combined with this hydrogen. CO2 is combined with this hydrogen of NADPH to form the glucose. And here the energy form is utilized in the form of ATP. So I think you are understanding the topic. So here once more I am telling that one. In the third step of light dependent reaction, NADP combined with the hydrogen H plus ion and form NADPH. No? So in this NADPH, hydrogen is there. No? That hydrogen is combined with the carbon dioxide to form glucose C6H12O6, and here the energy form is utilized in the form of ATP. Energy is utilized in the form of ATP for water to form the glucose. So here CO2 is combined with H, hydrogen, and the energy form of ATP to form the glucose C6H12O6. Okay, in this process, this is a big process. In this process, several reactions goes on. Several reactions takes place. In this several reactions, several intermediate intermediate compounds also formed. Several intermediate compounds also formed. But in this 10th class, one intermediate compound is given to you, that is RUBP, ribulose bisphosphate. What is the intermediate compound in the dark reaction or light independent reaction? That is nothing but RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. This is we have to remember. So the intermediate compound of light independent reaction is RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Okay, this reaction. Here you have to know one thing. CO2 is combining with hydrogen to form glucose. Okay, so you know that combining hydrogen is known as what? Reduction reaction. Combining with the hydrogen, the reaction is known as reduction reaction. So we can say this is a reduction reaction. This is a reduction reaction. The intermediate compounds and some enzymes also there, but in your book only one is given. That is enough. You have to learn this enough. So here the intermediate compound is RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Here the dark reaction is very easy. In this reaction, the light is not necessary for the reaction, and here the NADPH. In this NADPH, hydrogen is there. So the hydrogen of NADPH is utilized or combined with CO2 to form the glucose. ATP energy also used in this process to form the glucose. The several intermediate compounds also form, several reactions goes on, several enzymes also utilized, but one is there in your textbook, that is RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. So here at last the product is starch. That means here we can say glucose. The glucose molecules combine together and form one starch. So we can say this reaction is a reduction reaction. So this is about our photosynthesis. Once more let us discuss about the topic. So the topic is here once more. First one is in the mechanism of photosynthesis, two phases are there. One phase is light dependent reaction. Second one is light independent reaction. So here in first one, light dependent reaction, 3 steps are there. In the first step, in light dependent reaction goes on in grana of chloroplast. Okay, in the first step of light dependent reaction, the chlorophyll absorb or capture the photon energy. In the second step, that photon energy is utilized to split the water molecule into two, H plus and OH minus ions. Next, in the third step, that OH minus ions form the water molecule and oxygen, and H plus ions are used to form the NADPH. NADP convert into NADPH by combining the H plus with it. Next, the second phase is a light independent reaction. In this light independent reaction, the light is not necessary. Here the H plus of hydrogen of NADPH is combined with the carbon dioxide and forms starch. Next, here so many several reactions takes place. Several intermediate compounds also form. Next, here the intermediate compound is RUBP, and this dark reaction goes on in stroma. The light reaction goes on in granum. Dark reaction goes on in stroma. Light reaction goes on in grana. Dark reaction goes on in stroma. This dark reaction is here known as reduction reaction. Your homework is today you have to understand the topic. Next, once and twice read the mechanism of photosynthesis in the textbook, and next write the mechanism of photosynthesis in your fair notes. Okay, this is your homework.